by the time that my front foot anchors into the ground, I want my hand to be up in a decent amount of, or whatever elbow flexion that I can get, so I can capture that rotational energy. Now, I do a good job with like my forward momentum, but like with that hand positioning there, as I talked about, it's already kind of pulling me, right? Like there's gravity that's being influenced due to the slope. So I'm already fighting kind of the uphill battle with my hand positioning, just barring more weight to the front. So the biggest point of emphasis for me in order for consistency and the repeatability of my hand in that release slot, I need to be intentional with the timing in which these separate, right? Because if they separate too late, and I force my arm to speed up, that's when I'm going to lose out on the fastball spin efficiency. I did a post on that with pitch logic and how, when I train to be a reliever and I train to, to increase my velocity, I lose my spin efficiency for a hot second because I'm forcing my arm to be late and I'm forcing that to just move quick as possible. So due to the shortened length of time from my end of my summer season to the start of winter ball, I didn't have time to, have the most efficient building blocks. It was kind of just like, all right, let's obtain velocity as quick as possible. And I didn't have that week where I was like, all right, let's hone in on command. So as you can see within the leg lift, the hand separation there, and I never get truly, loaded, I guess you would say. If you look at my head positioning in correlation to like my back leg, so my drive leg, it never gets completely where I would want this kind of counter rotated over here. And then the glove side would separate out front of me. And then the head would actually kind of stay back just for a split second while my hands are separating. And again, this is the first game of the year, so there's obviously adrenaline and so on and so forth. And you can just see as a byproduct of this acceleration and this pulling of gravity and the inability to load, now what happens is when I come down to front foot strike, my hand's in a decent position in terms of being above my elbow and my elbow being in line with my shoulder and all that jazz. But this is gonna spin, rotate into its slot, and there's just gonna be, a lot less room for air within the consistency aspect. But you can see like definitely moving a lot faster than I was during the summer as a starter, and talk about that whole dynamic in previous videos of why I throw 80 poo as a starter and mid 90s as a bullpen guy.